This drill is great to help pitchers or any throwing athlete really focus on getting in that power position and exploding onto the other leg. Each time that you move through the resistance, you're going to land getting that muscle activation as we move laterally. Then we're going to land building our stability as we lift our opposite leg up, driving that hip just a little bit, leaning towards that side that we came from. It's almost as if we're throwing in each of the directions so that we can work on our hip slide and that proper balance position for our throws. Notice the key point in the hips is really driving that front hip forward and maintaining that power position back. It's a weird kind of feeling if you're not used to this, but when you put on the resistance bands, you're going to notice that K-bands are really making you fire to maintain that position. Keep your chest nice and high as we explode from side to side. Remember, pitching or throwing in general is a rotational movement with separation from the hips to the shoulders. So if we can't build power standing up in a good position to rotate in and we're hunkered over, then that's going to mean that we're not going to be able to explosively rotate and we're not going to get the complete muscle activation that we need to maximize our results. This should be a short burst set. You're going to be exploding from one side to the other, lifting the leg, making sure not to slide that foot across. Remember, arm action, legs, everything needs to work the exact same as we would if we were throwing. So give a little hand brake as well as keeping the chest high and limit any cross motions that we have with our legs or foot. Move through explosively through the resistance for about 12 to 15 seconds so that we can maintain great posture and be explosive. As you finish up about 5 to 6 sets of this resisted with K-bands, you're now going to move into an unresisted set. We're only going to work through one here, move around a little bit, get your hips nice and loose, and then jump right into it, jumping a little bit farther and get back to that natural feeling motion that we have. This is a great drill we like to do with our athletes to help them work on their stability as far as functional strength goes and work on our external rotations throughout 3 different areas. To begin this position, we're going to grab our KB power bands and work with 2 handles. We've mentioned in other videos some of our stable positions and our static holds to work on our core strength. We're going to do a little bit more of that here today. Partner 1's going to be holding the resistance out in front of their bodies in a nice stable position for their hips and core, maintaining a static hold to increase a little bit of core strength. Now our other partner is going to be moving through a variation of shoulder exercises. We're going to be first working with a standing position with a low external rotation. A great way to keep proper form here is to either stick a towel or even your arm high in your armpit so that you can work through a rotation that doesn't allow a chicken wing effect. We don't want to drop our body back. We want to maintain great form and only keep it in the shoulder with the rotation. With any external rotation work for baseball players, it's important that we focus on the slowdown. Remember, as we throw a baseball, the time that we're going to get injured is the deceleration phase often. So we want to make sure that every rotation that we complete, we take a 3-second count back from where we came from so that we can build strength and stability throughout the deceleration process. Work through about 8 to 10 reps and then we're going to move over and face the partner. Slide your elbow up in a nice alignment to where you're even with your shoulder in the proper rotating area that we're going to be throwing in. You're going to place your hand up, having the handle up, and rotating back in a nice, easy form. Again, we want to limit the amount of the chicken wing effect we have. We don't want to be leaning, working for more range of motion. You're really trying to externally rotate and come back where you came from with those 3 to 4 second decelerations. As you finish up another 8 to 10 reps, complete the same on the other arm so that we can maintain equal and opposite effects here. As you finish up the series with both partners, we're now going to move into a second phase that's going to be a little bit different. We will have a seated partner maintaining that great form with extended arms, while the other partner is going to do an extended side lunge, bringing in some of that core strength for our rotational stabilizers. You're going to stride out, maintaining your center, and then you're going to rock through, extending the arm out, and then slowly decelerating while we maintain control in our core. As you lunge out, you want to maintain complete control, sliding your arm up in a great throwing arm position in a straight line and then decelerating as you stride back. The motion here is going to combine both the throwing element of striding out and maintaining control with the shoulder. Here we'll be moving through 8 to 10 reps as well. Keep these things easy, nice and simple, same rep ranges, and move through the sequence quickly. Be sure that anchors are rotating sides, flipping the position at which they're facing so that we get stability on both sides of our core. This is a great way to begin any type of a practice, getting great muscle activation throughout our shoulder for safe throwing habits, as well as getting your core fired up for any of the rotational movements we'll be doing for throwing and hitting as well. Complete about 2 to 3 rounds of this for a great warm-up before you jump into your workouts with the KB Power Bands. 2 different stances here. The first, we're going to be moving through a resisted tuck jump. This is a great drill to help build explosiveness in your legs as well as your core, maintaining balance and overall stability as we explode upwards. You're going to tuck your knees up as high as you can, and as you come down to land on the ground, we want to explosively jump up as fast as we can. Your body's natural stretch reflex will help increase your vertical by stimulating more muscle fibers during the drill. The next portion of the drill is going to be the jumping split squat. This may be harder for younger athletes to maintain their balance with the leg turnover, but it's important that we work on our arm action to help drive our legs through. You're going to explosively bring your arms up, swing them around in a nice simple circle, and then explosively right back through the midline again for the next jump. Here you're also going to notice that we're working with resistance. Anytime that we use K-bands in jumping style exercises, we're going to increase the amount of muscle stimulation and stability required to maintain our explosiveness. So you're going to get a lot more burn and a lot more effects to your body as we move through these everyday plyometric drills. Now I know you don't see a baseball bat or a glove in this kind of a drill, but these are great to do before or after your workouts to make sure that we're building those muscles we need to be as explosive as we can. Velocity and the ability to hit the baseball a long ways all comes with power, so these type of drills are going to be great for helping us develop our hips. Keep the sets real simple, 8 to 12 reps of each of the sequences before taking a bit of a break. You can move through resisted followed by unresisted sets, completing about 5 to 6 total sets. If you're looking to continue strengthening your legs for baseball, head to kbandstraining.com and check out our slider drills there. There's a lot of different lateral movements that you can utilize K-bands with to help you perform better on the field.